Hi friends, this is Anna with Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff. Today I want to show you the July paper pumpkin kit. I have been loving these kits. Stampin' Up! Has made huge progress with these kits in the last few years, and these last few months, they have just been absolutely adorable ones. So I wanted to show it to you. We'll go through how to assemble a few of the projects, and then I will show you some alternative ideas. So here are the finished projects. These are actually slightly different than what comes with the kit, and I'll show you here real quick. But we get 9 cute little pre-punched bags that you can use for luminaries with a little tea light. For some reason I only have orange Halloween tea lights right now, but you can put a little tea light in there, or if you want, you can use them as treat bags. You could give them to, kids in your family or church kids or coworkers or whoever. Put some little treats in there and use those for treat bags. So you get enough for 9 of those. You also get enough for 9 cards. Now technically this month's cards are postcards, which means it's just one-sided. It's one piece of cardstock. I'll pull one out here and show you. So it's one piece. Flip it over on the back. It's all white. You can actually use this as a postcard if you want, or what I did was I mounted them to a card base that I had prepared. So you can use them this way. They do come with envelopes, so you do get the envelopes with them. And yeah, so you get enough for 3 of each of these, and I just love these. This kit comes with tons of die cuts, really cute stamp set. So we will go along through here and you'll get to see all of it up a little bit closer. So let me show you real quick. I'll pull some things out of this box. Here is my instruction sheet. If you open this up, you have pictures and basic instructions. On the back, you have a link to watch the video on how to create this project kit. And we also have some alternative ideas, which is always nice to see ideas that are a little bit different. Here's a little flyer. Stampin' Up! Is trying something new this month, which is fun, which is an add-on kit. If you are interested, if you get this kit and you want to make more cards with it, because you will have tons of leftover pieces, you can order 20 additional card bases for just $10, and they are so pretty. I just love the design on these cards. So then you get your stamp set. Now I've removed several of the stamps and I have them ready for our projects here, but we have some nice greetings. It's a party, you're invited, a really nice quote about summer nights, you light up my life. Then we have fireworks, lanterns, fireflies, and some other things. So we have embellishments, these cute star stickers. We had some blue twine, which I've used most of so far. Here are the rest of the bags that came included. I love these vellum jars. Those are adorable. You do get adhesives included, so you get some little adhesive dots and the dimensionals. Here are my card bases that I have not used yet. The ink spot, this month's color is Blackberry Bliss. We have tons of die cuts, so I have created a whole bunch of projects already, and these are the ones that are left. Now we have the fireflies, the little lanterns, the fair or festival scene, and the envelopes. So we'll put this back in the box and I'll pull over the projects and real quickly show you how to assemble them. I've already done a little bit of the prep work, but first let's look at this bag. Now I will mention this while we're talking about the bag. The number one negative thing I hear about paper pumpkin from people is, well, I just don't like the projects that are not cards. Most of my customers really just want the cards and don't always love the other things. Keep in mind there are always other ways to use things like these bags, and I'll show you a few of those here in a little bit. So I'm going to use my big Blackberry Bliss pad just because I have it here, and this big fireworks stamp, and pull this in so you can see it while I'm creating. So we'll just stamp this a few times. You do want to cut either a piece of paper, or this was the cardboard that was included in the kit. I cut a piece, I believe it is 3 inches wide, and stuck that in there. That keeps it from stamping through to the back side of your paper, and it also makes sure that your stamp stamps evenly. So pull that out. Let's add a few of these pretty star stickers. When you add your stickers, you may want to try to be careful just not to stick them on the areas that have the holes cut out. And there you go, the cute little tea light holder or tree bag. Now let's do the little fair scene. So bring this one in. This one, the only stamping I need to do is on this tag. And I really like this stamp. Let's see if I can read it to you. Oh, the summer nights are alight with everything magic and bright. I like that a lot. So I am going to attach this piece. This was one of the die cuts, of course. Attach that with a few dimensionals. Then we will put that tag on and just kind of slide it underneath a little bit. If you've been thinking about subscribing to Paper Plumpkin, I really encourage you to consider it. The next few months are going to be lots of fun. Starting in September, we are likely to start seeing a holiday project. So in September, we usually get something Halloween related. And then after that, usually, I think last year, maybe a couple years now, we end up with 2 months in a row of Christmas projects. So it's a great time to try it. So add those stickers on. Now, if you wanted to do your stamping on the back and make this just a single-sided card or a single piece card without a fold, you'd want to stamp on this before you added everything to it, of course, and you could sign it that way, put it in the envelope. Or if you want to create yourself a card base, it measures 5.5 by 8.5, and then I folded it in half, and that is the perfect size to lay this onto if I put it in the right spot. Okay, and that will fit in that envelope perfectly, I believe. I guess I should check that because I have not tried putting these in the envelopes yet. So since I added that larger piece, I better check. Yes, it appears that those will still fit. Okay, so there's the second card. Now let's do this cute one with the jar and the fireflies. First, we need to do a little bit of stamping on the background to be that little light coming out of the fireflies. So I really like that this stamp can be used for fireworks, the little firefly glow, and at the end I'll show you a couple of other ways to use it as well. Now that I stamped those, I need to attach this vellum jar, and I added a few of the little adhesive dots that came with the kit back here. These can show through because it's vellum, so I just tried to put them around the edges where I didn't think they would be very noticeable, and put them behind that little the little gold line. Oh, it appears I am supposed to stamp a couple of little fireflies, so let's do that. Now we can add this on top. Let's stamp this tag. I love this stamp. This one is my favorite in the set. You light up my life. Perfect for fireworks and fireflies. So we will put dimensionals on the back of this, and I already have some dimensionals on the back of the fireflies, so they are all ready. So lay these out, see where I want to put them. So I'm curious what the August kit will be. Usually they give us a little preview, and I'm trying to remember if I've seen that preview. I feel like I have, and at the moment I'm not remembering what it is. Okay, so this one is all done. Of course, if you want to add it onto a card base, you can do that next. But there's the little jar card. And this one is lots of fun. I just love the colors in this kit. I love, purple is my favorite. If you follow along, you know that. You've heard it before. And mixed with these blues, it's just beautiful. So I wanted to show you how I did this. So I cut the little pieces of twine about as long as the little angles there where I wanted to put them. And the best way to attach them, I'll show you if I can find my little glue dots. Here we go. You could do this with the adhesive dots that come in the kit if you want to. I'm just going to use these glue dots because they're a little bit stronger. But I folded it in half. I kind of rolled it up, folded it in half, however you want to look at that. I'm going to stick it on here. And with the little twine pieces, I did tie them in a knot on each end as the instructions said to do. Now, I'm just going to push that into that glue dot. And with this, I won't have to wait for this to dry, which I love. I'm not big on waiting for glue to dry. So that's all attached. I feel like I was going to tell you something else. If it comes to me, I will. But I already did the stamping on the background, as you can see. Let's do the stamping for this tag with that same stamp we just used. I will mention this because the color this month was Blackberry Bliss. As soon as I got my stamp set out, I inked the whole thing up with Versamark ink, which is clear, and then I cleaned it off. And you may not be able to tell because these are stained, but they are not stained quite as bad as if I hadn't used that Versamark ink right up front before I started stamping with them. So that's a little tip to keep your stamps from staining quite so bad. Now, the instructions tell you to attach down one of these ends and then string these on and then put the other end on, I think. I don't always read the directions completely and fully, but I think that was what they were getting at. And that is what I did on this one. And then I came up with a better way. So let me show you my better way. I've already attached those, as you can see. I already have my adhesive on the back of here. So I'm ready for that. What I'm going to do is just snip the little top piece, the little hanger handle, right on the left side. And what I found in doing this is you will not even notice that that's there, and it is going to make it way easier for us to assemble this card. So I'll lay these out in the order I want them. I'm not sure what order I want them. I have to make this complicated, you know? I guess I should look at my sample, right? Okay, so one by one here, I'll pull the adhesive off the back, the paper backing, and I am just going to slide that. You can either slide it over or under and pop it on right where we cut that little slit. And this makes it way easier. Life is good. We like easy. We do not like stringing things through things and having to hold everything in place and making sure it doesn't fall off and making sure your adhesive doesn't get stuck and, you know. So just slide those right over. Easy as pie. And the last one. If you are interested in subscribing for the August kit, you have until August 10th to sign up for that. So make sure you get signed up by then. If you're interested in signing up, please let me know. I can send you the link. I can drop it in the comment box. And if you are watching this on YouTube, I will put that link in the video description. Okay, so we'll add the tag on right side up, preferably. And that one is done. So there are the projects that actually come with the kit. So I'll show you the ones without the extra card bases, except this one. Both of mine have the card bases. So you get 9 cards, 3 of each of these, and then 9 of the cute little bags. So let me show you some alternative ideas. I have 2 cards here and a scrapbook page and a couple other things to share. So here is one of them. I used the fun die cut of the fair, stamped the fireworks up here, added the tag. I actually used this big stamp and I just colored with a marker on the part that said, "Oh, the summer nights." So I thought that worked well with this smaller tag. Added the stars on, and I did a little sponging in the background to get it darker with the Blackberry Bliss around the edges. So there's one alternative. Here is one. So here is an idea for how to use those bags if you don't want to use them as bags. I just attached this onto the front of my card, did some stamping on the inside, attached it onto the front, and then I made a little pull out with the cute little jar on it. So I stamped the fireflies and their little glow, and then I made this little tab at the top that comes up and then folds back down to put the little firefly on. Cute, right? I really like that. Everybody loves a little interactive card that does something, that gives you some entertainment, especially right now when we all need things to do, right? So I'll show you one more thing and then I'll bring that scrapbook page in. The scrapbook page is my favorite. I'll save it for last. I wanted to show you a little bit you could do with the stamp set that I didn't do on any of these projects. So you can use that big stamp with the wand and make it like a, you know, oh, the word is not going to come to me. So the little, oh, somebody tell me what it's called. You know, that kids play with and they sparkle and whatnot. You can turn it into a little dandelion. And here I actually stamped the fireflies in black. And there was a little tiny stamp in that stamp set. And I thought, what in the world is that? And then I finally realized it's their little light. There is a little tiny stamp in there to fill in their light. Or if you don't want to deal with that, you can use a marker or a pencil, of course. So those are some of the other stamps that come included. And let me bring in the scrapbook page. Here is my scrapbook page alternative idea. So I got this idea from my team member Eva Wiley to use these as fireworks and to emboss them. Isn't that amazing? So I used some silver and some gold. I used the little string and the lanterns and put those up here at the top, some of the little extra stars. And then down here I used the jar with the fireflies behind and created that tag. And I considered adding this. I decided not to attach it for now, but I may keep it with it. But this would make a cute little pocket if you attach this on here to put memorabilia or, you know, little trinkets and treasures that you may not want to attach directly to your page. So, lots of ideas for how to use this kit. I want to show you real quick how many pieces and parts were left over. Well, I guess I showed you at the beginning all of those die cuts and everything left. So I'll bring these back in while I give you a few last minute details. The paper pumpkin kit, if you're interested in subscribing, it only costs $22 per month. So for everything that you get, it's a really good deal. It is a very good way to get started stamping because you start to build up your stamps, you start to build up your ink colors with the mini ink spots. You get a block your first month that you subscribe, so that's an extra block in your kit. And it's all included. You don't have to come up with any of the ideas. You don't have to do any of that yourself. So it's a great way to get started. It is a lot of fun for experienced crafters as well because it's just something different. It's something pre-planned that you're not doing the work for, so you can use them as intended, like the projects that were pre-designed, or you can come up with fun other ways to use them as well and exercise your creativity that way. So just $22 a month includes the shipping, comes straight to your mailbox, and it's just a fun way to sit down, take a few minutes out of your day to craft. Let me know if you're interested. Thanks for joining in for these ideas. I hope you'll stop back next time. Get some more inspiration on my blog at scrappingstampingandstuff.com. See you next time.